escaping the shadows. I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I post fragrance related content on this platform. Now if you're new and you are not subscribed but you like fragrance related content, please do consider joining this family by subscribing. Now if you're returning, thank you so much for the continued support. Also remember to leave feedback in the comment section, guys, of what you'd like to see on this channel, like which fragrances you propose that I bring on this channel. To today's video. Today we have a Swiss Arabian fragrance. Now this one is called Imperial Arabia by Swiss Arabian, and this is the packaging. This is the bottle. We're going to spray the fragrance in its box. I have given this one a very good test run. The reason why I'm spraying it in the box is because it's quite a strong fragrance. So I'm already wearing my fragrance of the day. I already know what this fragrance vibes like, so I can give you a review of the box, right? Okay, now what to expect as the note pyramid for this, which is listed by Swiss Arabian, is lavender at the top, some grapefruit, some leather, rich spices, woods, and tobacco, as well as oud. And they just wrapped it up or described it as a woody, oudy, embery scent. And you are gonna get a leather as well. The fragrance just offset there affirms or sets itself as a Middle Eastern type of fragrance, or Middle Eastern style of fragrance, or Arabian style of fragrance. It depends on whichever word you want to use, right? There is an animalic tone in this fragrance and a faint incensey accord that you're going to detect in this. Some of you are going to find that incensey accord as smoky, but it is definitely, you know, an aromatic mix of a fragrance with also mixed spices that you're going to detect. There are a lot of mixed spices. I'm going to say some cinnamon, maybe cumin, maybe black pepper, those kind of spices, a lot of mixed spices, and then leather as well as some woods. Now, the saving grace to this fragrance, I must say, is in as much as it's a very Middle Eastern toned there and unapologetic, there is going to be some fruits that weigh in here, particularly the grapefruit and a peachy apricot-y tone. Now, that is what then makes this one a little bit adaptable to the Western nose. So if you're not used to this style of fragrance, or if you're not used to Middle Eastern fragrances and the first spritz kind of shocks you, remember that this fragrance is going to have an apricot-y wrap up that kind of pacifies you, you know, and maybe kind of welcomes you to a Middle Eastern style of fragrance with that familiarity of, don't worry, we could work things out here, right? So this, yes, is undeniably a woody, oudy fragrance. But what I like about the oud in this one is it's not stanky. It mixes with a cedar, making it an oudy, woody scent, but the cedar is very warm in here, so the oudy woodiness becomes a warm, soft, woody tone. But do make sure that you do like at least aromatic fragrances. Do make sure that you do not have a problem with Middle Eastern style fragrances, because that you're going to carry all through. Even though there is that apricot and aromatic lavender kind of, you know, pacifying you there, you are going to feel the intensity of this fragrance, that exotic feel in this fragrance, and an apparent incensey feel that is going to make you identify this one as Middle Eastern, right? Also has the vanilla as well as the musk rounding off the edges there. So I'm going to class this one, guys, as a fragrance that, if you're not accustomed to the way Middle Eastern fragrances are done, you may need to test it before you blind buy it, because maybe it might rub you off the wrong way. But because I am accustomed to a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, I don't have a problem with this fragrance. I actually find it quite enjoyable and quite different from what I own in my collection. The closest thing that I have to this in my collection is one of theirs, actually, which is this one, okay? But it's not the same thing, but I'm just showing you this for you to have an idea. It kind of interprets in this kind of style of tone. This is Nora, right? And it's a Swiss Arabian oil. So it does interpret as a concentrate, very thick there, very rich, very lush, and very spicy, very aromatic, to an extent that this fragrance automatically is one that I can say is suitable for cooler weather as well as a very cold weather, unless of course you are accustomed to Middle Eastern fragrances, because yes, you can pull this off if you are accustomed to Middle Eastern fragrances all year round. Now this DNA is in the same style as Soleil de Jar 777 or Ne So Oud, both creations whose nose is Stefan Humbert Lucas. So if you have interacted with those two fragrances, you will know that they are on the woody, incensey, thick, rich, even polarizing to an extent, unapologetic, type of style of DNAs. And that is what to expect from this fragrance. I'm not saying it's 100% clone. I'm just trying to give you, the best representation I can so that you have a mental, shortcut, or at least smell a vision of what to expect from this fragrance. It's certainly something that I also blind bought. I did not know what to expect, but I just read the notes there and I thought, okay, as long as it doesn't, come across as one of those Oud Bouquet kind of fragrances, maybe I can add this to my collection. And it's definitely a fragrance that's going to suit those who are after beast performing fragrances. A question that I often get here, a lot of you guys want to know, is this beastly? Is this beastly? Yes, this one is beastly. This one is room filling. This one has the potential to last till the next wash. I can see it getting even better and better because the composition in itself is unapologetic. Remember, it is the mix of those woods, the oud, the leather, the smokiness there, and a ton of spices. So there is nothing shy about this fragrance. This can be pulled off by those who like very bold fragrances. You don't wear this fragrance, guys, if you're hoping not to be seen, because you're going to be pulled out, in the crowd there. You may want to, go easy on the sprays until you're accustomed to it. And it might not be that much of an office friendly, type of fragrance, because some people will find this one so incensey and bothersome. So you need to be mindful of the people around you when you wear this fragrance. But I'm not saying it's atomic. I am just saying it is that composition that is a quintessential Arabian style fragrance, where some people do not like such fragrances, right? But the vanilla is adding a sweetness to this fragrance. So yes, it does have a sweet roundup to it. It also does have that apricot-y peach thing to it. Though some of you may find it maybe difficult to extract that fruity tone that I get from this fragrance, the apricot and stuff, because for some people, when a fragrance is very aromatic there and very spicy there, they then find it very difficult to detect any fruit. I'm going to put this one at unisex, 50-50 outright there. I'm also going to put it at a fragrance that is kind of acquired. So if you purchase this one, maybe because you get it for a steal and it shocks you offset, you might find yourself, getting drawn to this slowly. So it is a fragrance that is quite adaptable too, all right? It doesn't even compare to this one. But I can say if you like Oud Azraq and you can wear this type of fragrances, you are going to like this one. It's not going to be a problem to carry, but it's not a fragrance that is in the same vein. I'm just trying to make sure that I give you as many comparisons there as possible. They do have a couple more bottles like this in different colors. I'll see if I can find those and explore those and then maybe rate the collection. I don't know. It's going to depend on my pocket, guys. But for now, so far so good. I love this fragrance. It's different. It's different enough for me to own. It's not redundant. And that is one thing that I'm trying to avoid in my collection, redundancy. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we'll obviously discuss more about fragrances. Which of the Swiss Arabian fragrances do you like? I know I'm missing the turquoise one and maybe a few from the Swiss Arabian Shahaf line, but I'll catch up, guys. Remember to turn on post notifications on both my channels. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.